Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Thank you for joining, thank you for clicking. It always means a lot to me, especially during this week. Welcome to day 3 of Mental Health Week. I'm so excited about today. So today is all about connection and, excuse me, today is all about connection and making others feel good, and those are papers, they're not toys. So when we talk about our own mental health, we tend to talk about taking care of ourselves and working on ourselves. And by we, I mean, I say that a lot. I also want to make it clear that helping others is really, really good for our mental well-being. It's just figuring out who those people are that don't take the energy from us and make it feel like nothing compared to the people that take it and are grateful for it. Those are the people you should be helping. That's when it helps you and makes you feel good and makes you happy, is when you know that somebody's receiving it and really appreciating it. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. The way someone explained it to me once is you gotta think of it like your belly button. You got this tiny circle, you can't fit the whole world in there. And especially for someone like myself who is an empath, I want to fit the whole world in there, and I try every day to fit the whole world in there. But what happens is that's when I'm drained, and that's when my bucket gets empty, is because I'm not, it sounds selfish, but it's just human nature. I'm not getting back what I'm receiving. So you've got to figure out who your people are that you would wake up for at 3 a.m. in the morning and be there if they needed you, and you need to figure out who those people are and that they would do the exact same for you. There's that extreme of helping, and where it does lean on the fence of, is it helping you, is it helping someone else? But again, when you're that close with somebody, when somebody would do the exact same for you, then I believe that it's okay to push that boundary a little bit more. Obviously not to the extent that you are fully sacrificing your mental health, but it's just something that you need to figure out with yourself, is how far are you willing to go and who are the people you are willing to go that far for. But in general, you can and you should be socially connected and help others, even if it's something small, like holding the door or reaching out, making sure they're doing okay. Just doing those small things that for a lot of people aren't so small, and they feel really good for them, which means it feels really good for you. I want to quickly talk about the research behind staying socially connected and what actually happens in our body and our mind when we connect with people and help out people. When social isolation triggers loneliness, which a lot of us are feeling, especially now, the brain releases stress hormones, and one of those stress hormones is cortisol, which if you have anxiety or if you have an anxiety disorder, you might hear a lot about, because cortisol is one of the main hormones in anxiety-related moods, feelings, emotions, all that stuff. Studies have actually shown that cortisol can have weakening effects on the immune system and multiple other things in your body. And that's good to know right now, because we're all trying to figure out how to stay healthy and keep healthy, and it's good to know that a good way to do that is actually to stay connected and to keep feeling like you have a community, you have a support system. Just because you can't physically touch some of the people that you usually could, it doesn't mean that you are socially isolated. You can still have social connections. You just have to learn right now that that social connection doesn't come from physical contact. It's like taking your vitamins. Social connection is like taking your vitamins. Touch can actually lower the body's blood pressure. So that's why when somebody's having a panic attack, I know I used to always say I don't want to be touched, and I still do sometimes, because you just feel like gross and icky and stressed and just claustrophobic. But it's actually proven that the best thing you can do for someone when they're in a panic attack, I mean, if it's PTSD related panic attack, might be a little different, but if it's just an everyday anxiety panic attack, the best thing you can do is actually hug someone or give them your hand to squeeze. I know I really tried to do that throughout high school, is when somebody was panicking, I would try and even just give them my hand, because as much as they say they didn't want it, their body needed it. Their body needed that so that they could lower their blood pressure, regulate their breathing, and the oh my god, what's the name of that system? I watched this really cool video a while ago by Brene Brown, and I will try and link it down below. It's an incredible video. She's just an incredible speaker and person. And she actually talked about how connection strengthens your heart. And it's a whole idea again about connection and socialness is just all around good for your body, as long as the people that are in that circle of yours or in that community of yours are healthy and treat you just the same way that you're treating them in a good way, you know? Studies have also shown that people that have support, social support, are happier, healthier, as I said, and live longer. I've actually read a lot about this, that a lot of studies have shown that people that stay socially connected in a positive way, again, with positive people, with people that don't just take, but they give back, it'll actually support a longer life and a more fulfilled life. So what kind of happens in your brain that would support a healthier you and a longer living you is that neurochemical sense of reward and those happiness hormones that get released into your body because you feel good about doing good. And what that does is that lowers the cortisol that's in your system. It lowers the stress in general. When we've done good, whether it's on a test or whether it is from helping someone, you get that sense of reward and you get that sense of purpose and meaning and feeling like you've done something with your day. And that is known, that neurochemical is known to decrease depression, decrease anxiety, and just overall make you a better version of yourself, which totally makes sense, but we all kind of forget it once in a while, which is so normal. Some researchers actually call this the helper's high. Oh God. Some researchers actually call this the helper's high, and I've kind of talked about that happy high when it comes to like self-harm and those bad behaviors. It's that same idea, that same type of high, but in the long run, it's doing a lot more good than those bad behaviors. And what it's also doing is not just giving you a quick sense of reward or a quick sense of feel good. It's giving you, in the long run, a much better feeling and a much better high than those bad behaviors. So if you are someone that's struggling with those, just think of this, that there are different ways to feel that good feeling that don't have downfalls like those bad behaviors do. So what I challenge you guys to do today is figure out who's in your belly button and reach out to those people and thank them for being in your belly button. Thank them for being the people that, even if you didn't talk to every single day, would be there if someone you cared about was in the hospital, or if you were in the hospital, they dropped everything. And just embrace them and just be so thankful for them. And if you feel as if you don't have that person yet, the best thing I can tell you, and it's just ripping off the band-aid, oh my God, go find them. It's scary to put yourself out there because you're going to get hurt sometimes. That's the way it goes, unfortunately. But I'm a firm believer that all that hurt is worth it for when you find that person or those people. Being a good person doesn't mean you have to donate millions of dollars and, you know, be friends with everyone. It just means those little things here and there for people that you may not know that well. Just, you know, if your neighbor is, like, we have elderly neighbors. My mom has been going to get groceries for them so that they don't have to go out of the house. We are close with them, but just that idea, like if you have somebody that lives close to you that you know probably shouldn't be going out because they have a higher risk of not only getting this virus, but also having complications with this virus, go get their groceries, go mow their lawn, go do like something, and just, it's going to make you feel so much better, and it's going to help get you out of this funk if you're in a funk, which a lot of us are. What I've learned as an empath is you can help people without giving them everything you have. And it took me, ask anyone that I knew through high school, it took me forever to learn that. But what I finally realized was I was a main reason why I wasn't doing well, because I was giving so much to people that were also a reason that I wasn't doing so well, because they weren't giving anything back or they wouldn't give their all to me. I am still happy to be that person, but it's again making sure that your bucket is filled before you do that for everyone. The people in your belly button though, your bucket's almost always filled just by helping them, because you know that they're going to be there for you doing the same thing if you needed it. I hope this kind of made sense. Does anything ever make sense when I talk? I don't know. So I'm super excited for what we're about to do. It is Mayo's birthday today. He is 10 years old, so he's a 70-year-old man, dog, child. I love when Jenna Marbles celebrates her dog's birthdays. I know a lot of people might think it's cringy and weird, but I don't know. I think it's just, maybe they know, maybe they don't. But for so many of us, our pets are the reason that we're still here. And so I want to give him a little treat today. So I'm very excited, and I know a lot of you guys are like, what does this have to do with today? I know that he's a dog, but still making him happy and seeing his tail wag just makes me a lot happier, because he's done so much for me. He's been there through every sleepless night, every anxiety attack that I've had at home, and I just want to do that for him. Plus, I'm also making dinner for my parents because my mom's working, my dad isn't feeling well, and everyone's just been a little bit low lately. So I'm gonna make dinner for my parents and my brother and Nick, and help out and do something for them that is going to help me also, just because I love to cook.
Later.
Sorry, the lighting is like so weird in here, so bear with me. It's getting dark out, and in general it's just kind of a gross day. So today we're gonna start with the dog things. If I say it, he's gonna know, and it's gotta be a surprise, you know? I found a recipe on Pinterest. I'll link it below, but I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit. He's got a very sensitive stomach. So I'm gonna try and make it as easy on his tummy as possible. And yeah, so here we go. All right, we're starting with pumpkin puree. I'm gonna use this one because it's meant for dogs and cats. It's a food supplement, and I'm going to put all of it in. It's at a cup, but you know. 2 eggs, but I don't know. I'm sure it's fine, but it stresses me out. Instead, I'm gonna do applesauce. Can you move, please? I don't have any more pumpkin. Nope. She just did a backflip. Yeah, this is not pumpkin. Wow, we'll need more pumpkin, Mom. And then 1/3 cup peanut butter. Surprisingly, the peanut butter we have is actually one that is recommended for dogs, and it's the Earth Balance.
That feels good!
2 cups whole wheat flour. And I was unsure about flour, so we're gonna use oats. Finally, we're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon, just a little bit.
That feels good!
Because I did applesauce and not eggs, it's a lot more liquidy. So I'm gonna use just little muffin tins. See what happens. This is how baking usually goes for me, so it's not much different. Okay, so they fit perfectly into these tins. They're a little bit big, but I'll break them up when they're done cooking. So preheated the oven to 350, and we will put them in for about 20 to 30 minutes. Today for dinner we are making smash burgers from HelloFresh, and I will not videotape because I'll get distracted and we will never eat. So, forgot to take a picture of dinner because I was hungry. We're gonna try the treats. Let's see how that goes. You guys are very excited. What's this? Sit. Sit. No, Millie, sit. Good girl. Good. Is that good? Do we like that? Oh, wow, you didn't even chew that. Do we like these? Are these good? Yay! Happy birthday, Mayo! Happy 70th birthday! I feel really good. I do actually feel a lot better. I feel quite happy. I just hope you guys look at this video and see that helping people doesn't have to be this big, grand thing. And it shouldn't always be this big, grand thing anyways, because if you're doing that for everyone, you won't get the benefits of helping people. So, yeah, take care of yourself, but also know that sometimes taking care of yourself means taking care of other people. And reach out, connect, and do something for someone this week. And let me know what that ends up being. Message me, comment down below, whatever, all the above. Thank you for joining me for day 3 of Mental Health Week, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Sending love and hugs and all the positive vibes. Bye, guys.